I'm Michael Warwick here with another COVID-19 benefits info segment with Fox 10 News investigative reporter Brendan Kirby back with us for an update on those stimulus payments. Brendan, we know the government has sent payments to about 159 million people. Now the question, do we have any idea how many people are eligible but haven't been paid?
Well, Michael, the Treasury Department said last week that those 159 million payments went to quote-unquote all eligible Americans, but the House Ways and Means Committee disputes that. Democratic lawmakers on the panel think that there might be 30 to 35 million Americans who are still eligible but haven't yet gotten paid. Here's how the committee breaks that down. They think 13 to 18 million taxpayers who file returns but make less than the CARES Act income caps. Then there's another 7.5 million Social Security recipients and federal railroad retirement beneficiaries who don't file taxes. 10.7 million people who aren't required to file tax returns because they make too little and who also don't receive any other federal benefits. And then also an unknown millions more who collect supplemental security income or veterans benefits but don't file taxes. The committee contends that the federal government should have the information to pay all of these folks. One other thing, the committee says that the Internal Revenue Service has some 10 million pieces of unopened mail, including about 4.7 million tax returns. Now, Michael, some of those might be from first-time filers who would not have gotten their stimulus if the IRS did not have their information from any other source.
That's good insight. Now, we've also heard from people who have tried unsuccessfully to enter their information on the Get My Payment portal on the IRS website. Brendan, can you share any advice for them?
Sure, Michael. And the first thing to realize is that you can't do this if the federal government has already sent the check or a prepaid card. It's too late at that point. But the IRS says that you might be getting an error message if the information you provide doesn't match the agency's records. First thing to do, double check what's being requested and make sure that what you're entering is accurate. For instance, if your address is getting rejected, try entering it a different way. If you're putting 123 North Main Street, try abbreviating it to 123 N Main Street, and you can check how the post office lists your address by going to the zip code lookup tool. You also might get an error when entering your adjusted gross income or refund amount. Double check that what you're entering from these numbers are exactly as they appear on your Form 1040. And if your 2019 return numbers aren't getting accepted, try using the numbers from the 2018 return because it's possible that's what the IRS used to send the stimulus. And one final note. You can enter information only 3 times, and then after that you'll be locked out for another 24 hours, and that's a security measure.
All right, we appreciate again all the time you put into those reports, Brendan. He'll be back at Fox 10 News at 9 to answer more of your questions. So if you have one, send him an email at brendan.kirby@fox10tv.com. He can't promise to answer everyone, but he'll do his best.